Good morning, children. I hope all are keeping well, and I hope class 7 children are watching this video. Already many contents, especially of maths, have been sent through WhatsApp. But I hope many of you might have solved questions, and I know many of you might be facing a lots of problem in understanding your topics, right? So keeping that in mind, we planned that we thought that we must make some videos so that our children may understand these things. So our first initiative we have taken under this Bhagwan Academy e-learning. We have started this uploading videos also. So today we will see first of all which books we are running in class 7, because I know many of you might not have purchased the book. Many of you might not have purchased. You might be having some old books, and if you have not purchased, not to worry. Already contents are being sent through WhatsApp, and even YouTube link also will be sent, and already you are watching YouTube. So in YouTube also we will try to upload all the videos, or especially chapters which are bit difficult for you. Those topics will be discussed in YouTube, and I think that will be beneficial for you. So let's start. Here you see, and before that I would like to show you which book we are running. Here you see, Mathematics for class 7 of Rajesh Agrawal. We are running this book this year in class 7, and here you see you have contents. See, integers you have, fractions you have, decimals you have, decimal numbers you have, many other contents you have. So in whole session you need to learn. So not to worry, too much things are not there. Simply you be prepared, be ready, put your effort. At home also many things are there which can be done by yourself. Here you see that your chapter starts with integers, and you have various types of numbers, natural numbers, whole number, integers, and I think many of the things already you have learned in your previous classes. So I don't think much difficulty will be there. Here you see addition of integers are there. Then you have some properties of addition of integers. In this video I am not discussing about this properties of addition of integers. In next video when we will prepare, we will discuss about properties of addition of integers and even properties of subtraction also. And then you have exercise. See how it is. Exercise. Evaluate, find the sum of, find the additive inverse of. These things are there. So we will discuss this in this chapter, this video. Most of the things I will discuss. Just you need to solve your questions yourself. And if problem will be there, just you note down all the problems. First you try, many times you try, and still if you are not able to solve, you just note down those questions. Later when school will reopen, you will be able to ask questions. So just we'll start now. So in this video, which things we are going to discuss? Various types of numbers, natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, and addition and subtraction of integers. These things we are going to discuss. And yes, we will know one more thing: additive inverse. Additive inverse. Additive inverse of integers. This topic also will discuss. So natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, and addition and subtraction of integers. If these things, additive inverse, if this much things you are knowing, I think you will be able to solve exercise 1. So let's start. Here you see natural number. So all of you know what is a natural number. Natural number is simply counting number. From when we start counting? 0? No. We start counting with 1. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to infinity. Right? So simply counting number that start with 1 to infinity. This is for natural number. So it is very simple. Already you have learned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to infinity. So these are for natural numbers. How will you define natural number? natural numbers are counting numbers. Example 1, 2, 3, 4 up to infinity. Whole number, what is whole number? If you are including 0 with counting number. If you are including 0 with counting number, that is called whole number. So whole number start with 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is called up to infinity. So this is called whole number. So only one difference is there. In natural number is counting number and whole number is just include 0. So that will become whole number. Next you see integer. So what is integer? So for understanding this, what we'll do, we'll draw a number line. You see, and take any point somewhere. Suppose we have taken point over here, and suppose a name can be given, or simply let's start with 0. This number, what this point what you have fixed, that is being started with 0. Right side if you are moving, number starts increasing, right? So this is suppose 1, 2, 3, 4 up to it goes to infinity, right? This is 0. Left side if you are moving, number gets decreased. So this is suppose -1, -2, -3, -4 up to -infinity, right? So by seeing this number line, what you can see, which things are being included? Counting number, that is natural number, or positive integer you can say, 0, that is whole number, and negative counting number. What can we say? Negative counting number. So finally, counting number or natural number, 0 and negative counting number. Negative counting number. These all together are called integers. So how you will define integers? Counting number, 0 and negative counting number together are called integers. So here you can see 3 types are there of integers. Positive integers, that is counting number, negative integer, that is negative counting number, and 0. So positive integers, negative integers and 0 integers. 3 types are there of integers. So I hope you understood what are integers. This is very easy. Positive counting digits, positive counting numbers are called positive integers. Negative counting numbers are called negative integers and 0 integers. Right? So simply, in very simple way, counting number, negative counting number, including 0, are called integers. I hope you understood. Then it comes how we will add these integers and how we will subtract these integers. Addition and subtraction of integers. So everyone knows how to add. If all positive integers are there, positive numbers are there, already you have learned. You know how these numbers are added. Here we will learn how integers are added. Suppose take any example. So here few cases we will see. First case will be case 1, when both integers, both or more integers are positive. When two integers you have, you need to add this and both the integers are positive. Take one example. Suppose you have two numbers 5 and 9. Two numbers you have and both are what? Positive. What you need to do? You need to add this number. So how will you add? How will you add? How will you add 5 plus 9 and that is equal to 40. Simply we have added. Add in very simple way. We add, already you know how to add. So in that way only, if positive integers are there, that is required to be added. Example is there, 5 plus 9 is equal to 14. And very simple. If next you see, if in case 2, when both the integers are negative. Again it is very simple. What to be done? Take one example. Suppose again the same number you take, so it will be easier to understand. Right? If both the numbers are negative and you need to add these numbers, what we will do? Very simple thing is there. Just you add the number and sign will be of negative. Right? Simply you add the number, both the numbers are required to be added. If two or more negative numbers are there, together you add all the numbers, only sign will be negative. In positive integers what you have? Add all the numbers, sign will be positive. In negative integers what you have? Add all the numbers, sign will be negative. So this will be minus 14. In case 1 what you saw? 5 plus 9 is equal to 14, but positive. Right? And in case 2 what you saw? Both the integers are negative, so they are required to be added, but sign will be negative. Next, you see, in third case, it may happen that one number will be positive and the other number will be negative. So what we will do? When one integer is negative and the other is positive, what we will do? Here we take the same example, 5 and 9, where one integer is negative, make it negative, and this is positive, both the numbers are required to be added. What will do? This is where you need to understand bit. Here you see, what you see, don't see the sign. Simply you see two numbers you have, 9 and 5. Without sign we are saying which number is greater? 9. 9 is greater than 5. So what is needed to be done? If opposite signs are there, simply smaller number is required to be subtracted from the bigger number. In simple way, what is required to be done? Smaller number is required to be subtracted from the bigger number. So 9 minus 5 you will get 4. The same thing you do over here. 9 minus 5 is equal to 4. So smaller number has been subtracted from the bigger number. Now it comes, what sign we will put? Positive or negative? Plus or minus? What sign we will keep? So here you need to know, just to see, this number you had bigger, from bigger number you have subtracted. So sign will be of bigger number. Right? So 9 is with which sign? Positive sign. When nothing is there, means positive sign is there. So sign will be positive. No need to write. This sign we don't put. Right? So your answer will be 4. Next case may be again in the same case. This was first one, when one integer is negative and the other is positive. Same example in different way can be taken. You see, if first digit you have positive and second digit you have negative, right? And these numbers are required to be added. These numbers are required to be added. What we will do? The same method will be applied. Forget about the sign. Just you write the number somewhere. Now you see which number is bigger? 9. 5 is smaller, you subtract that. 9 minus 5 is equal to 4. Here you write simply 4. Now it comes, what sign we will put? Again, you see which number you had bigger? 9. So 9 is with which sign? Minus. So minus sign will be put. So difference you can see. If here you had first digit minus 5 and second 9, one thing we did, smaller number has been subtracted from the bigger number, sign we have taken a bigger number. Same thing here also we have done. If opposite signs are there, here plus and here minus, opposite signs are there and they are required to be added, what is needed to be done? Smaller number is required to be subtracted from the bigger number and sign will be of bigger number. Very simple thing is that. So I hope you understood the job. So dear children, now we will start subtraction of integers. So how we will subtract integers? Already you have seen how to add integers. Now we will see how to subtract integers. So first case we have when both the integers are positive. When two integers you have and both are positive, then what we will do? Here you see, suppose take any two numbers. Suppose we have taken 5 and 9. Very simple numbers we have taken so that it will be easier to understand. Your question suppose is there, subtract 5 from 9. Question you have, subtract 5 from 9 when both the integers you have both are positive. What will you do? Very simple subtraction is there. Bigger number should be written first or from where the number is being subtracted. So this is the number from 9, 5 is being subtracted. So this 9 will be written first and 5 will be written later and then we will subtract simply. So 9 minus 5 we will get 4. In the same question, suppose if you have subtract 9 from 5. Generally is it possible? It is not possible. But in integers this is possible. Right? Subtract 9 from 5. And if you will see that 5 is smaller and 9 is bigger, and you may assume that 9 cannot be subtracted from 5. It can be subtracted. How you see? So you need to subtract 9 from 5. So 5 is required to be written first. 5 minus 9. Now you see, as we did subtraction, the same thing will be done over here. What we will do, just you see both the numbers 5 and 9 without sign. So here you see 9 is greater than 5. So 5 will be subtracted from 9 and you will get what? 4. Now it comes what sign we will take. So here you see smaller number you have 5 and bigger number you have 9. So we will take the sign of bigger number always. So here you have 4 you got after subtraction and sign will be minus because 9 is bigger without sign and 5 is smaller. 5 is getting subtracted from 9, so sign will be there of bigger number, that is minus 4. So when both the integers are positive, then in this way integers can be subtracted. Next you see, second case you have when both the integers are negative. Take the same examples. Suppose you have 5 and 9, but in this time you have both the integers are negative. Your question is subtract minus 5 from minus 9. What is required to be done? Minus 5 is getting subtracted from minus 9. So minus 9 is required to be written first. And then we will write minus 5. And since minus 5 is getting subtracted from minus 9, So minus sign will be over here. Now what we will do? Minus 9. You remember minus into minus is equal to plus. And this will be 5. Now you see this came in the form of simple addition. So here you have minus 9 and plus 5. When opposite signs are there, then what is needed to be done? Smaller number is required to be subtracted from the bigger number. So 5 is required to be subtracted from 9, so that you will get what? 4. And sign, what I say? Sign will be of bigger number without, just you see, don't see their signs, just you see which one is smaller, 5, which one is bigger, 9. So 9 minus 5 is equal to 4. Now sign will be taken of bigger number, so this is minus 4. Next, it may happen that in the same numbers, subtract minus 9 from minus 5. Then what we will do? Here you see, you need to subtract minus 9 from minus 5. So minus 5 should be written first. Minus 9 is required to be written later, and because you have need to subtract minus 9, so minus 9 will go over here. Now how we will do? Minus 5 minus into minus plus it will become and 9. When two opposite signs are there, numbers are required to be subtracted. So 5 is required to be subtracted from 9, you will get 4. But this time your sign will be plus because sign is there plus with 9. Here you had sign minus with 9. So in both the cases you saw, if opposite signs are there, simply they need to be subtracted. Smaller number from bigger number, and sign will be there of bigger number. Next you see case third, when first integer is positive and the other is negative. Suppose your first integer 5 is positive. So this is positive, and second integer what you have, that is negative. Then what we will do? So suppose your question is subtract 5 from minus 9. Your question is subtract 5 from minus 9. So minus 9 is required to be written first because 5 is getting subtracted from 9. Minus 9. So minus 9 is getting subtracted. From minus 9, 5 is getting subtracted. Here minus 9 will be there. In addition, what you had seen, if signs are same in 2 or more digits or integers, they need to be added together. So here you see 9 and 5. What will write? 9 plus 5. Sign will be a negative. So 9 plus 5 is equal to 14 and sign will be minus. The other way you see, suppose you have subtract minus 9 from 5. What we will do? You need to subtract minus 9 from 5. So 5 is required to be written first, and then minus 9 will be there. In between, minus 9 is required to be put. So here you will get 5, and minus into minus is equal to plus, and it will become 9, and finally you will get 14. So just you see, when two signs are there, negative signs are there, then numbers are getting added. When two positive signs are there, then also numbers are getting added. But in negative signs, sign will be negative. In positive sign, sign will be positive. Next you see, when first integer is negative and the other positive, already in case 3 only we had taken example and you understood, I think. Suppose first integer is minus 5 and second integer is positive, it means 9. Suppose question is subtract minus 5 from 9. So 9 minus minus 5. It means 9 plus 5 and this is 14. Already you had seen in case 3 itself. Next you see, when more than two integers are there, when more than two integers are there and they might be of different signs or different integers might be. So what we will do? Here you see, suppose you have minus 2 plus 1 minus 3 plus 0 minus 0 plus 1 plus 2 minus 3. What we will do? Here what you have to do, very simple way can be solved. All the digits we have to see which are positive, or all the integers which are positive integers you find out. So here you see that starts with positive integers. You have plus 1, plus 0, that 0 integer, and then again plus 1 and again plus 2. So these numbers are required to be written together. So start writing 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 2. We have written all the positive integers together with 0, including 0. And then you write all the negative integers together. How will you write? Minus 2, then minus 2, minus 3, minus 0 and again minus 3. Next step, what we will do? These all the digits are required to be added. Here gap it is not required. All the digits are required to be added. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Now minus can be taken common and all the digits can be added together, and simply you write, then you will add 2 plus 3 plus 0 plus 3. So it will be 4 minus 2 plus 3 is equal to 5 and 5 plus 0 is equal to 5, 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. Now two opposite signs are there. What is required to be done? Smaller number is required to be subtracted from bigger number. So you will get 4 and sign will be a bigger number, it means minus 8. So now in this way, if two or more digits are there of different signs, either plus or minus, they can be added together. So what you have to remember, all the positive integers can be written together. They should be added together, and all the negative integers can be written together. They will be added together, but with negative integers, negative sign will be there, and with positive integers, positive sign will have. And likewise, you can solve. You can see one other example also. If you have not understood, one more example can be taken. Here you see. If any number you have, suppose 2 plus 3 minus 5 minus 2 plus 1 minus 5 minus 0. Suppose this type of numbers you have. So how this can be added? So what I said that all the positive integers should be required to be written together. So 2 plus 3 plus 1. Here you see, your positive integers are these two and this is. And then you have negative integers, so in the very beginning only you can put sign. Over here, minus sign, and all the negative integers you can write together. So your negative integers you have minus 5, so this can be added together. So simply in positive way you write, because already minus you have written. Plus 2 and plus 5. And plus 0. See, 0 if you are adding or subtracting, that is not matter. That is not going to change the value of the number. Here you see, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5 and 1, 6, minus 5 plus 2 is equal to 7, 7 plus 5 is equal to 12, plus 0 is equal to 12. Now again you got two integers having different signs. here you see opposite signs are there, so smaller number is required to be subtracted from bigger number, and sign will be a bigger number, so it will be 6 minus 6, and this will be your answer. So in this way, I think in this exercise, whatever question you will be having, you will be able to solve. You will not be having any problem. Next will come in exercise. So your first question is evaluate 15 plus minus 8. So each equation is, so how we will solve, you see, 15 plus into minus 8. And then 15 minus 8 is equal to 7. Sign will be positive because from bigger number you are subtracting. Smaller number, sign will be put of bigger number. So sign will be positive. No need to write this sign. Next you have find the sum. Suppose you have two numbers 153 and minus 302. So you need to find the sum. So how we will do? 153 and minus 302. This is required to be added. So 153 minus 302 we will write simply. Now you see smaller number is required to be subtracted from bigger number. So here you see 302 and 153 you have. So if you are subtracting this, so what you will get? 12 minus 3 is equal to 9. Here what you have? 9. 9 minus 5 is equal to 4. 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Means 149, and sign will be a bigger number, so minus sign will be there. Next you see, find the additive inverse. Additive inverse I have told you, it is very simple. Additive inverse is what? If any number you have A, so additive inverse of A will be minus A. If any number is minus B, then additive inverse of B minus B will be B. Just the number with opposite sign will be its additive inverse. So it means what? When you are adding both the number, you must get answer 0. It means suppose you have 1. So additive inverse of 1 will be what? Minus 1. And when you are adding this, what you will get? 1 plus 1, sorry, 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. In the same way, additive inverse of minus 83 will be plus 83. This will be your answer. Next you have subtract 28 from minus 42. So what you need to do, minus 42 is required to be written first and 28 is required to be subtracted. Here sign will be minus. So you got what? Minus 42 minus 28. So if same sign is there, what is required to be done? Both the numbers are required to be added, sign will be negative. 2 and 8 is equal to 10, 0, 4 and 2 is equal to 6 and 1, 7, and sign will be negative. This will be your answer. Next you have subtract minus 134 from the sum of 38 and minus 87. You need to subtract minus 134 from the sum of 38 and minus 87. So what we will write? This sum is required to be find out, and from this sum you need to subtract this number. So together also it can be written 38 plus minus 87. This is required to be added. So you will find out the sum, and then 134 is required to be subtracted from this sum. You find out 38 plus into minus it will become 87, and then you add minus 134. Here you see 38 and minus 87 you have. What is required to be done? Smaller number is required to be subtracted from bigger number. So 87 minus 38, 17 minus 8 will be 9, and 7 minus 3 is equal to 4. This will be 49. Sign will be minus. Why? Because 87 is bigger. Minus 49 and minus 134. Now same signs are there. What is required to be done? Both the numbers are required to be added. Sign will be negative. 9 and 4, 13. 3 and 4, 7 and 1, 8. And here 1 you have, minus 9 will. This will be your answer. So in this way we have many of the questions already I have solved. Rest of the question I hope if you have fully understood, you will be able to solve all the questions. So first you complete your exercise, the problem will be there, just you note down, and whenever time will be there you can ask all the questions. So till that, thank you, keep watching, but only watching will not work, that is not going to work. Whenever you are watching video, it is required to be kept your pen and pencil and copy, so that you can together you can write down and you can understand. So first you try to solve all the examples, then you come to exercise, and in exercise whatever questions are there, I think you will be able to solve. Thank you.